Yo, what's happening, y'all? This is B Jizzle of the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Welcome to the #1 LA Clipper podcast out there. We want to first give you guys a shout out, LA Clipper fan, LA Clipper Nation, for being here. Share this podcast with your family and friends. They will not be disappointed, but let's get it popping.
Pull up in motorcades. I got a show today. It's all I'm trying to do. Hustle and motivate. Choppers to throw away. Hustle the overweight. That's why they follow me, huh? They think I know the way. Cause I took control of things. Ballin' the solo way. And if you pattern my trend, I make you my protege. Slossin' that soldier race. Niggas don't know them days. Take you in back of the buildings. Make you expose your rage. Take you across the tracks. Make you explode the face. Now you official now. But you got a soul to say. I just been cooking that new. I'm about to drop in the few. Think if I call it the great, the people gon' call it the truth. I ain't really trip on the credit. I just paid all of my dues. I just respected the game. Now my name all in the news. Tripping on all of my moves. Quote me on this, got a lot more to prove. Remember I came in this bitch, fresh out the county with nothing to lose.
Nothing. No. Wanna count on you. But I don't do this shit for nothing. No, not at all. You. But my money red, that you do. Oh yeah. So I don't do this shit for nothing.
Rolling up some good, pulling up till we get faded. You know how we do it. Everybody take a flex on me. I got the keys to the city. I don't need no limousine. I turn up when I pull up. And tell my booking agent book a show. Running around with the paper bag. Running around with the paper bag. Going crazy spending all this cash. Going crazy spending all this cash. If I spend it, I'ma get it back. Even when I ride around dirty, a nigga don't need a seatbelt. A nigga don't need a seatbelt. Nah, it don't cost to keep it real. Run up, get done up. Shit can get real. Fuck around and get your ass rocked. Nigga, fuck around and take your shit. Got you asking God why. Drag your ass into an alley. Pull out aim for the target. Should've never been around the killers. In my town, we the fucking realest. No cheddar bars round here. I get the spray and they gon' get down. Ski mask over my face. Catch a body in broad day. Catch a body in broad day.
I got the key to the city. I got a hold of Shadidi. Talk to that bitch in Swahili. Tattoo my name in graffiti. Whack out your hood in graffiti. Come through your hood on the weekly. None of y'all niggas can't see me. None of y'all niggas can't see me. Y'all ain't got nothing like this over there. Bunch of frontline millionaires. Bunch of self-made at the Trump pay. Guess the odds really took it there. Any problem, I'ma reappear. With a squad you already fear. All this time I've been playing fair. 7 digits every single year. Niggas die, niggas disappear. Alibis, I was really there. Life a crime till I get the chair. Columbine in my trigger hair. Still I rise and I took the stairs. Feel a fire, it's a different glare. All these fights, it was never fair. Busting knuckles, still I'm swinging fierce. Taste the salt inside my dripping tears. You should know I never had a fear. You should know I never had a shot, never had a chance till I took it here. Man, it's proud, but I see it clear. Strategize, I'm an engineer. Pick a side, gotta keep it there. Switching up, nigga, looking weird. I got the key to the city. I got a hold of Shadidi. Talk to that bitch in Swahili. Tattoo my name in graffiti. Whack out your hood in graffiti. Come through your hood on the weekly. None of y'all niggas can't see me. None of y'all niggas can't see me.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Pull Up Show. I'm your host, Mr. BJ Matthews, aka B Jizzle. Before we get started, follow us on the YouTube page, the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Like, share, subscribe. All of our YouTube videos. Hit that like button. Y'all coming here. Hit the share, subscribe. Hit that Cash App. $ Slick Rick 1991 Son. $ Slick Rick 1991 Son for all of this great content. Cash App and Venmo is at BJ/MATHEWS/1. That's at BJ/MATHEWS/1. That is our Venmo. And also, if you guys do have Cash App or Venmo, you guys can also send your love by going into our super stickers and super comments that are available. Very simple. All you just got to do is click that button that says thanks. Or I'm sorry, click that $ symbol in the bottom right-hand corner, and y'all can donate that way as well. And last but not least, if you guys have not already, make sure y'all smash the like button. Let me know that y'all are in the comment section as well. This is going to be a very, very packed up video. So y'all better sit back and, enjoy this one. Actually be able to sit back and, have a drink or, whatever, coffee or juice, tea, whatever you like to drink in the morning. Because this is definitely going to be action packed live. Here's the thing. With the season starting up right now, man, it's definitely about to get real. Videos are going to be popping up, daily for me, and also lives as well. Of course, y'all know I'm gonna do the post game lives for every single game that we have this upcoming season, which starts next week against the Phoenix Suns. I'll be at the Intuit Dome as well inside the building, so it's gonna definitely be a lot of definitely a lot of highlights I'm gonna be sharing with y'all this upcoming season, even more than so much last year. So y'all get ready, but it's also gonna be a lot of videos and things of that nature, kind of surround that as well. But this one I took my time with because based on the news yesterday about the topic about to talk about and get into, I decided to take a day off and just really kind of research more about this topic because with how YouTube algorithms work, it's kind of funny how it works is when everybody's dropping the same thing at the same time. You guys have to make a choice of who you guys decide to want to listen to. And I didn't want y'all to have to choose between, listening to me and a bunch of other content creators. And I listened to a lot of content creators yesterday, getting their perspective, and a lot of guys I, followed. Guys like my guy, Straight to the Point Entertainment. I listened to his whole video yesterday. Shout out to him. My brother, who is Hendo, he was supposed to drop a video, but I don't think he's going to drop it till later today, this morning. And then I listened to all these different ESPN and stuff like that, but those are the main two I listened to yesterday. But the third guy I'm gonna actually play today, I'm gonna actually be the one I'm gonna actually let y'all listen to. And it's kind of surprising because me and him kind of got off into a rocky start, but we actually became pretty cool after. So I'm gonna give him his flowers. But let's first get into the news what broke yesterday. Obviously, by Shams Charania, he is NBA insider, top NBA insider right now since Adrian Wojnarowski has officially retired. He came out with this saying the Clips, Kawhi Leonard out indefinitely to start season while rehabbing his knee. All right, so I'm gonna let y'all listen into what Mr. Shams Charania actually said. It's gonna be a minute 30 clip. It's gonna be a lot of different, clips that I play for y'all this day, because I like to do. I like to make sure I give y'all all the information possible to make sure that y'all locked in and keyed in. So let me go ahead and let y'all hear what Shams Charania and Mrs. Malika Andrews had to say on ESPN. So all right, here we go.
Los Angeles with the season less than 1 week away, as we say hello to our senior NBA insider Shams Charania. Shams, what can you tell us about Kawhi Leonard?
Malika, sources tell me that Kawhi Leonard is expected to be.
I always get that name mixed up. Sorry about that. Shams Charania. All right, my bad. I always get that mixed up.
Sidelined for the start of this NBA season starting next week. He's continuing to rehab inflammation in his right knee, going through a rehab process with the Clippers to strengthen that knee. I'm told he is still in that protocol, that process. And the Clippers, Leonard, they're working together to make sure whenever he's back on the floor, he's going to be able to sustain and stay on the court, and that they're doing their due diligence and not just bringing him back for the start of the season or rushing him back for a week. But for Kawhi Leonard, this has been something since last spring, really, where it's been a process. He just has not felt right. He's been dealing with swelling in that knee, continued swelling. That's something he's still had and developed over the course of this training camp. So he will be out a period of time to start the NBA season. Still unclear exactly when, but the players, coaches, they are bracing for him to be out a period of time to start the year. This puts a lot of the onus on James Harden. Maybe not to be Houston James Harden, but everything you see out of the Clippers right now and James Harden is that he is in top form. He's ready from a leadership perspective, and also what he's delivered so far on the court in preseason. What he's going to bring is going to be as close to Houston James Harden as we've seen. And then around him, Norm Powell, Derrick Jones Jr., Ivica Zubac, players ready to step up in the absence of Kawhi Leonard.
I know, and I think it's about that time to have that uncomfortable, tough conversation. This is not a hot take, But when you think about his history and you think about now and everything that Legs just alluded to, 6 months and it's still problems with his knee, right? And every single season, it's a problem when it comes down to Kawhi Leonard health. He needs to sit down at the round table, not only with the Clippers organization, but his family as well. I really think Kawhi Leonard should consider retiring. And I'm a huge fan of Kawhi Leonard, but we done seen and witnessed so many guys go through these problems when dealing with swelling in the knee. When there's only so many surgeries that you could have when it comes down to repairing things, when it comes down to cartilage in your knee, sooner or later it's going to be bone on bone. I don't know that's the case. I'm just telling you from past experiences for as teammates that I've had, that at this point in time, that conversation really need to be had. And I think Kawhi Leonard has to be honest with himself, and he knows his body, had that conversation with the organization and the family, but I really do think he might need to consider walking away from the game of basketball.
This November.
All right, so that takes care of that. We had two people talked about it. That was Shams Charania and Kendrick Perkins. Like I said, I listened to a number of different people yesterday about the situation. And what I'm going to do, the person I'm going to actually play in detail, because it's a longer video, I'm going to actually allow him to speak most of the video, and then I'm going to give my senses and talk about it. Or, you know what, nah, I'll probably intervene, part by part. But I want y'all to kind of hear everything that, these guys I'm pulling up. I want y'all to make sure y'all hit the like button as y'all come in here. I'm saying? Hit the like button as y'all come in here. Also, share, subscribe to anybody who actually likes the show. So let's get a little bit deeper into what Sham said, reflecting on the video. It says LA Clippers star Kawhi Leonard will be sidelined indefinitely to begin the NBA season as he rehabilitates from inflammation in his right knee. Head coach Ty Lue confirmed ahead of Thursday's game. The Clippers and Leonard are in the midst of a rehab process for the two-time NBA Finals MVP that is aimed at bringing sustainability for him on the court through the season, and the franchise will be diligent and cautious to ensure his fitness long term. That is what Ty Lue said. This also says there's no time limit. There is no timeline. Lue said of Leonard's timetable to return for the Clippers face the Kings at Intuit Dome. Like we said from day one, it's going to take some time. He's going to progress. He's doing all the right things. He's working hard, and he's looking good. All right. So that is head coach Ty Lue speaking about it. Also, if y'all do not know, Brian Shaw spoke about it as well a couple of days ago, and he gave, I think a 7-minute video y'all can find on YouTube. Assistant coach Brian Shaw talked about, Kawhi Leonard and what's going on with him as well. But here you guys have Ty Lue, the head coach, speaking about, what's going on. He's saying he's progressing. It's going to take time. He's doing all the right things. Yada. All the, politically correct answers you have. That's what Ty Lue gave. So you heard Sham say, you heard Kendrick Perkins, you heard Ty Lue talk about it. Now, recap. Him saying it's been since day one. Obviously, Kawhi Leonard had a procedure done in the off season. I want to take y'all back to a earlier article that was a few weeks back in September, where Shams Charania reported that he had a knee procedure, right, this off season, and they said it, basically later on. So he said Kawhi Leonard reportedly had an offseason knee procedure as familiar injury saga ramps up before season begins. All right, same NBA insider, same top guy. Sham spoke about it very briefly. He said his right knee. Well, I'm sorry. That's why I'm just gonna leave it there. Make sure I don't post the same thing. All right, yeah. He said he had a knee procedure this offseason. So the knee procedure that he had was actually done back in, I believe, May, right after the season ended. I want y'all to remember that date. I want y'all to remember May, because I'm going to go back to that. I'm going to revisit that as the video continues. But that's the day, that's the month that was reported that Kawhi Leonard had this knee procedure, right? He had a knee procedure in May. So I want y'all to remember that. So, like I said, bro, I'm going to have a lot to say about this. And I know a lot of people are kind of, asking my opinion, of they're waiting for my video, what I had to say. And this is going to be, it's going to be very high detail and high impact, right? All right, so let me go ahead and play the guy that I want to let y'all hear, who I think had some stuff I want to kind of pinpoint and talk about. Some I disagree with, and a lot I agree with, but some I do disagree with. But I want y'all to kind of hear what he had to say, and I kind of thought it was a little interesting what he brought up. But we're gonna hear this man talk about it, so y'all hold tight. All right, so the video I have pulled up right now is from Ticket TV. Um, Now Ticket is somebody that I actually know personally pretty well. He's a former basketball player just like me, overseas level. He played a lot longer than I did actually. He played I think he played 14 years professional. I played 6 or 7. I played 7 years. But he played longer than me. So, you talk about anybody who played basketball that laced them up in between the lines, whether I like the person or why, whatever, I'm gonna most likely tend to listen to like mostly the players because just that common bond that we have. Now, with Kawhi, it's funny how me and him actually first had our encounter. I actually came on Tickets live, I believe like 2-3 years ago. Called in, and his show. This is when he was doing like live and calls more times than not. He was letting people talk and come in. This is the first time I met dude, and he basically kind of was going on his little tirade about Kawhi Leonard, being called Kawhi. I got tired of hearing that shit, so I called into the show and I actually spoke my piece with him. Of course, he was doing all his animation and shit. That's what Ticket likes to do. But he came in, basically was combating at me because of what I had to say. But I had to say my piece, and then I got off the show. But that's how me and him had our first encounter. But over the time, I think we had developed a little bit of a respect for one another. Um, the one thing about Ticket I'm gonna always say, and as I let y'all listen to this video, Ticket's the only person, to be quite honest with you, who ain't never switched up his stance when it comes to Kawhi. Um, he's never wavered on his stance. He's never said anything that he took back what he was saying. No matter how outlandish his takes may be at times, he's always staying 100 foot on the side of what he believes deeply inside. So he's going to tell you what he truly believes what's going on with Kawhi. And if y'all know Ticket, y'all already know what's going on. But for the people who don't really know Ticket TV, y'all get a chance to really listen to him and kind of let us see his insight. But we're gonna, go in between the video. I'm gonna actually, expound on what he had to say. And yeah, we'll be right back.
With a knee problem. And listen, at the end of the day, his career is over with, bro. I'm sorry, man. I got to go ahead and pack him up. I told all you Clipper fans, y'all was all sitting up here arguing with me, running y'all mouth. You ain't never going to beat me when we talk basketball. I don't care what we talking. Y'all can't beat me. None of y'all can beat me. This man's career is over with, bro. And it's just sad that he took that money, man. The Clippers should be able to amnesty his contract. But this is all the Clippers' fault because the Clippers knew everything Kawhi put them through, and they still allowed themselves to get hoodwinked. They still allowed themselves to get bamboozled. They still allowed themselves to get done dirty. So this is all the LA Clippers' fault. Their organization paid Kawhi Leonard all that money. You let Paul George walk and pay Kawhi. Don't make no sense whatsoever, bro. This man right here, bro, you ain't lying, AK. This man right here, and they sold all those season tickets, people thinking that Kawhi was going to play. You don't never know what's going on with this guy. It's always a secret or a mystery with this clown. It's always something that's indirect with this dude. You never know. It's never straight up what's going on with Kawhi. It's never straight up with him, bro. It's always a mystery. And then you find out at the last minute, and surprise. No, we didn't want to be surprised. Buffoonery, man. Real talk, man. The man don't absolutely scam the system, bro. He don't scam the system of the NBA, in my opinion, bro. That man knew what it was. That man played all those games before he got paid. Went and got his check. Then as soon as he got his check, what happened? He skated. As soon as he got his check, what happened? Didn't play no more last year too much. Was backing out of games. We didn't see him no more. It's BET Rap City. It's a shame what happened with Kawhi Leonard, bro. It's a shame, bro. It's a shame. It's a shame what happened with Kawhi, man. I'm going to call him Kawhi because he's a liar. Lied.
All right, let me stop it right there real quick. And like I said, I'm gonna be stopping it, periodically. I want y'all to hear what more he had to say, but let me start off with the first thing he said. And like I said, and y'all, I'm tired of doing all the yelling. I'm tired of doing all the animation. I'm tired of doing all the all that, man. I'm tired of that shit. I'm going to talk to y'all simply like this. I'm not going to raise my voice. I'm not going to scream like I've done previously, bro. I'm not doing that today. What y'all are getting is probably going to be the most honest out of me that y'all are going to get all year. First off, the thing that Ticket said that Kawhi Leonard, career is over, is not particularly true. Um, like I said before, I have the privilege of being in people in the circles of who are around Kawhi, personally. I actually spoke to Kawhi's one of his coaches the other day, Coach Bell, and we had some great talk outside of basketball. Outside of the show. If y'all have not saw that interview between me and Coach Chad Bell, please make sure that you guys, what I'm saying, you check out that interview that I had with him a few days ago, man. Great interview, great guy. He had like a lot of good, dialect, but me and him had a good conversation for about almost an hour off the screen. As y'all can see him right there behind Kawhi, and that's Paul George right there. That's Coach Chad Bell. He coached with the Clippers for 6 seasons. He was there with Kawhi and Paul George. Now, of course, he's with the Sacramento Kings. Me and him had an hour discussion about a lot of stuff that I'm not going to relay some of that for personal reasons, but let's just say the information he gave to me, and some of it was about Kawhi, I'm gonna take it to the bank. First off, Kawhi Leonard is not faking anything. He wants to play, wants to be out there. It's killing him that he cannot play basketball. And also, I want to ask people this question. Kawhi Leonard works his ass off in the offseason, right? He works hard. He dedicates himself to his body. A lot of, people that know him, Patrick Beverly recently said it this summer that, this dude works out too hard. I played basketball for 7 years professionally. I played overseas. I played college. I played high school, all that. Do you understand the whole point of you playing or working out and practicing in the off season is to get ready for the end season for the games? The games are the fun part. The practicing and the working out, that is the tougher part. So if I'm going to kill myself getting prepared for the end season, there would be no reason for me to miss the most important part, which is the games. That's where the fun is. That's where the lights are on. That's where the fans are cheering your name. That's where the jerseys. That's the fun part. So I'm going to kill myself in the offseason just to miss that. That's the question I have for people saying that Kawhi Leonard, is he faking these injuries? No matter how many people say he's not, no matter how many people say that he wants to be out there playing, there seems to be this crazy conflicted theory that Kawhi Leonard wants to miss time. And there's no actual point other than people's crazy ass theories, because they can't figure out what's going on with him, that he wants to not be out on the court. And me and Chad both laugh when we keep hearing that notion. So I wanted to bring that out. Chad was, somebody I spoke to a little bit off the air the other day. So shout out to my man Chad Bill. And also something else, Kawhi Leonard practiced on Wednesday. Not full practice, but what he did shoot around. That was another, a source that I know actually explained that he actually did shoot around on Wednesday. He was actually on the court. So no, I disagree with Ticket. His career is not over. Kawhi is going to keep trying to, give it a go until he can't no more. That's simply the basis of it. He's going to keep going until pretty much his leg falls off. He feels he owes it to the Clippers to at least give him a healthy playoff run, or give him the opportunity to get a chance. That's the seriousness. That's the bottom line. What's going on right now? That's why he's not going to retire. The Clippers will have to literally trade him and force him out the door, or the doctor will have to pretty much say that you cannot physically play like this, or your leg is not going to ever be the same. Or actually, no, you're gonna have to you have to physically retire. That's the only reason. That's the only way Kawhi is gonna leave. So that puts that in the butt. Number two, um, he spoke about the organization. Now, as y'all know, I went off about 2 weeks ago. I spoke about this, and I said to a lot of y'all, I said the organization, there's some stuff they need to actually share as well, because I feel like they haven't been honest with the Clippers, the fan base, and I think a lot of this stuff they have allowed manifest and not really nipped in the bud a long time ago. So when you get certain news throughout the past years, and you look at it even right now, you have to look at the Clippers organization, and you have to wonder how they run into what they're running to, and also the situations they're running into. So when Ticket says the organization has nobody to blame with themselves, that is true. That is absolutely true. You signed Kawhi Leonard knowing his knee injury history. You brought him in here thinking that I don't think nobody thought he would be unhealthy for for playoff runs, but you did know the seriousness of what he had. And then you went on and paid him that 3-year, $150 million deal right after 1 month. But you didn't want to give that to Paul George. You wanted to dick his money around and want him to wait to the end of the season, even though he's been on the court more, which I'm going to actually talk about in a little bit as well, because there's this other notion that Kawhi Leonard and Paul George were somehow injured the same. Again, a lot of y'all, man, like y'all sit up here and just make excuses for Kawhi, and Kawhi's my dog. But the amount of dumbass excuses y'all make is mind blowing to me, and it's time to nip that all in the bud today. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Narrative killer is back, and notice I'm talking to y'all in a normal tone. I'm not even raising my voice, because I'm at the point, bro, it's not even needed anymore. It's absolutely comical the amount of shit I've been hearing over the last few months about this, when it's right in our face. But I'm gonna let Ticket continuously continue. All right, here we go.
Lied to all them people, the whole Clippers organization. You understand what I'm saying? Down the toilet, messing with this dude, man. And now he's out indefinitely, and the season starting. I told you guys, all y'all did not want to listen to your boy. I told every last one of y'all, and everybody got mad. No, man, we got to pay him that money, man. We open up our arena, man. We open up our arena. Ticket, you hating. You hating on Kawhi. Okay, I'm hating, right? Am I hating now? Am I hating now? That's all I want to know. Am I hating now? Am I hating now? That's all I want to know from y'all. It's over with, bro. It's over with, man. And I try to tell you guys this. This man, again, he got his money, though. So I can't blame nobody but the Clippers organization. The Clippers organization was dumb enough. Steve Ballmer and them was dumb enough to open up a new arena and pay Kawhi and say, that's our guy. He's the one that's going to sell tickets. I told y'all. And all them dudes called me haters for years for cooking this clown. For years. But as soon as he didn't have his money, wasn't nothing wrong with his knee. He played every game. Before he got his extension last year for his contract, that fool played all those games.
Not quite. As y'all come in here, smash that like button. I get where Ticket's trying to go with it, but that's not exactly what happened. Kawhi played 68 games last year. Right? He got his contract, he got his renewal in January. So even after January, he was still playing back-to-backs. He only missed 12 games last year. He only missed 14 games last year. And the 14 games he missed, probably about, I think, 8 of those games were in that month where he had to sit out because of his knee, what happened in April. So he only really missed out like 7 more games throughout the regular season outside of April. Dude was playing in the regular season. He wasn't taking time off. And he came in, if y'all don't remember media day last year, he came in and said that I'm not trying to sit out games. I'm going to be, if I can play, I can play. If I can't, I can. That's one thing about Kawhi Leonard too. He's very honest. If he says that he's going to do something, more times than not, he's going to do it. And by what he said last year, he said it out loud. He said, I don't miss games unless, and no rule is going to make me play more games. That's what this whole, whatchamacallit, load management. They try to make him and Paul George to face a low management last year. Kawhi said no rules making me play more games. So I'm taking on the chin. Like Kawhi was playing in February, he was playing in March, he was playing back to back still, even though he got his money. Because like Chad said, like Patrick Beverly done said, like his teammates have said, they've all said that he loves basketball. He loves to play. He works his ass off in the offseason to play, to show what he has done in the regular season. There would be no point of him missing games on purpose. It's no point for having somebody that worked out that hard just to miss time. What are you working out hard for? So Ticket is incorrect about that. He was still playing games, but I'm gonna let y'all continuously here. I just want to let y'all get that nugget off.
And as soon as he got that money, he stopped playing. I told y'all this, but y'all didn't want to listen to me though. Y'all didn't want to listen to me, and everybody was talking trash about me and talking down. Now what y'all gonna say? I just want y'all to keep the same energy when y'all cooking Kawhi. I want y'all to keep the same energy. Don't blame the strippers. Blame Kawhi. We're gonna blame the strippers for paying him, but blame Kawhi. Because what Brandon Roy did was, when Brandon Roy got hurt and his career was in a limbo, Brandon Roy quit. He hung it up. He said, yo, I'm not going to stick y'all up like this because I know I can't perform to the way I want to perform. So he didn't steal money from the organization because he could. He took that money up. And I told y'all this. But everybody don't want to listen. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is, man. You got to go blame the LA strippers, man. This is all their fault. Them dudes put this all on themselves, man. And now they done lost this dude, man. Bro, it's over with, bro. I mean, James Harden gonna do what he want to do, which is score a lot of points, get a lot of assists. But that team ain't going nowhere, man. That dude, Steve Ballmer, got a bad investment, man. He put all his money into these guys, and he didn't get nothing out of it, man, but a bunch of injuries and foolishness, bro. And that's just sad because they did the man dirty. They knew exactly what they was doing. They knew he was naive, and they knew they could go get that bread off that dude, man. And that's exactly what they did, man. And now that man got a brand new arena. And he thought for sure he was going to have Kawhi. And they told y'all during the summer, oh, no, we didn't pull Kawhi out because he was hurt. That's a lie. They pulled Kawhi out because he was hurt, y'all. They pulled Kawhi out because he was hurt. This man, and that's how I tell y'all it was a scam. This man played one game in the playoffs. Didn't even play a whole game. But then come back. Couldn't play the rest of the playoffs. But then you going to play in the Olympics? You tried to play in the Olympics? That should let y'all know right there that was a scam. Right there that was, bro, listen, that's why I told y'all this. I don't respect none of these players in this era like talking about, man. It's only a couple. Because them dudes doing the same thing, bro. So now this organization, they done lost everything pretty much as far as a star player. And guess what? Nobody's giving you nothing for Kawhi. They're not giving you nothing for Kawhi Leonard. You ain't getting a damn thing for Kawhi.
So as y'all come here and smash the like button, I know I'm stopping it pretty, primary. I'm trying to let y'all hear as much as possible, but I'm stopping just to kind of get things in perspective. So I want to stop it here because Ticket said something interesting. He said that Brandon Roy, y'all remember Brandon Roy used to play for the Trailblazers. Very, very good, shooting guard. He could have been one of the greats if he never got hurt. Brandon Roy had what you call arthritis in his knees. He had, a degenerative knee arthritis. And I think it was grade 3. So he had grade 3 arthritis in his knee, which forced him to retire. So a lot of people compare Brandon Roy and Kawhi Leonard's situation the same. So right here it says Brandon Roy admits he has a level 3 arthritis in his knee. That's not good. And if y'all look at Brandon Roy's career, it was very short-lived. I think he only played, if I'm not mistaken, he only played 6 seasons. He didn't even get a chance to, really, get into his prime. He's kind of like similar to D Rose as far as how great he is. D Rose had a short-lived prime for 4 seasons before he started getting the ACL and the meniscus tears and all that stuff where he was never the same. Brandon Roy had arthritis in his knee where he really couldn't even get on the court and, be his best performance. So a lot of people try to compare Kawhi and Brandon Roy to the same exact thing over and over and over. And I just really want to put things in perspective of what you're really doing. So if you look at Brandon Roy's career right here, these are 6 seasons right here. He's been in the league. right? He averaged 16 points, 19, 22, 21. And then he went from 21 points, dropping all the way to 12, and then 5 points per game. And if y'all look at that first column right there, he played 57, 74, 78, 65 games. And then in the 2010-2011 season, went to 47 games and then 5 games. So obviously there's a dip, a major dip in games played, minutes played, points per game, all statistics, his field goal percentage, his like everything just dropped dramatically. And if y'all were visibly watching the games at that time, you can see Brandon Roy was not nearly the same great offensive player that he was, his first, 4 seasons. So obviously that's what Brandon Roy was dealing with. And he visibly announced he had arthritis in his knee. Shout out to my man, old man, again, for standing on the tree branch by himself. There was a show that I did about 3 weeks ago where I had a number of people on my panel who spoke about, this whole Kawhi Leonard has, a degenerative knee. And old man was the only person, I listened to the whole show after. Old man was the only person that stood on by himself and said that Kawhi Leonard doesn't have a degenerate. It hasn't been announced yet. And then you had, certain people, who are saying, well, if he doesn't have, he's not going to admit that he has a degenerative knee. And the Clippers, you think they're going to do that? You could tell that, Kawhi Leonard has a degenerative, like, there was a bunch of things that were asked the old man. He still stood on his stance and said, you cannot say he has a degenerative knee because it has not been said by his team. It has not been said by the doctor. It hasn't been said, period. So people ask, well, will you think he'll say that? Well, Brandon Roy said it. Brandon Roy not only said it, you could tell on his performance and how he played. The dude dropped 10 points per game and literally a drop of a hat in his first, like when he was like 26, 27, 25, 26 years old. His play just decreased. Everything just dropped. Where he had no choice. So players will say when they have an injury, something serious like that. And when you look at Kawhi Leonard and look at his numbers and his stats and what he has done, now he started having the injuries. He had the quad contusion back in 2017 in the playoffs against the Warriors. That's when he started experiencing injuries. That's when you started seeing him, having those, games, and he was low managing, things of that nature. It started after 2017. They went and had a plan to make sure Kawhi Leonard can finish a whole season, starting in Toronto. And ever since then, they started going through this low management plan. He did his first 2 seasons. He did his first year with the Clippers. It got him through. But ever since then, he has not been able to complete an actual season and playoffs. As y'all come there, smash this like button. We're going deep into my bag, man. But when you look at Kawhi Leonard and you look at his numbers, his stats, they're consistent from 2017 until now. Right? As a matter of fact, you guys, we keep saying how great Kawhi Leonard is looking when he's on the court. That was not the case with Brandon Roy. Brandon Roy was not looking like Brandon Roy in his first 3-4 seasons. Kawhi Leonard last year at one point looked like the best player in the league on both ends. So when old man stood on his shield and said no one has said he has a degenerate knee, he's right. He played 68 games, the most games he has done played since he was a Spur. And you guys are the same people that say his knee's not going to get better. Well, how the hell is he still having superstar numbers? How is he still being able to play both ends of the court? How is he still able to be doing all this spectacular shit that I've seen in person if his knee is degenerative? And understand something, Kawhi Leonard has more responsibility than Brandon Roy. He has more of a load. We done seen him just in the playoffs against the Suns a couple years ago. That same knee that people say is degenerative has been degenerative for 4 or 5 years. dominate on both ends of the court. So I'm saying all this to say that people need to quit going around saying he has a degenerative knee. What he has is a knee that's had a lot of surgeries. Well, he's really not even a lot. He's had 2 surgeries: 2021 torn ACL, 2023 torn meniscus, and he had a procedure this past off season. But he doesn't have. It hasn't been reported he has a degenerative knee. His surgeries are coming off of just simply getting hurt. No different from any player who has an injury. If you tear your ACL, you're going to have a surgery. If you tear your meniscus, good chance you're going to have a surgery. And every time what's something else people got to remember, every time he comes back, he looks better when he's on the court, he looks better than when he left. So either Kawhi Leonard is a damn one-hit wonder, like a wonder of the world, or his knee is not as degenerative y'all trying to make it out to be. Stop saying that shit. Because no one done said it. I talked to his uncle Dennis. Now, I ain't asked him about it, but he ain't told me about his knee being degenerative. Chad ain't said nothing about being degenerative. Kawhi Leonard's team hasn't said nothing. Bro, the Clippers have given this man everything. He's got his money. If there's any time to say his knee is messed up, it's now. Because he's already set for the next 3 seasons. And I disagree with Ticket. Somebody will take Kawhi Leonard because of how he is, how great is he on the court. There will be somebody that try to take Kawhi Leonard no matter what because of who he is as a player. Just the same way the Clippers paid him over Paul George is the same team that's going to take a player of his caliber. So I wanted to put that out there. I'm going to let y'all continuously listen, and we'll continue.
So y'all put all that money in Kawhi, and y'all ain't getting nothing for y'all investment, man. These people ought to be ashamed of themselves, man. They sold out for this, bro. The Clippers sold, and they're not getting nothing. When I say nothing, nobody's giving you nothing for Kawhi now. Anybody give you something for Kawhi, that general manager need to be fired. Because I said, yo, look, if they can get Kawhi to the middle of the season, they're going to trade him. They can't even do that now. I don't even think he's going to be back for trade deadline, bro. I think Kawhi Leonard's going to miss most. He's going to probably end up having a surgery and missing most of the season, bro. And they're going to lie and tell y'all, oh, he come back for the playoffs. No, he ain't. That fool going to miss a no. This man got paid 40. He missed 44% of his career, y'all, and got paid for it. What dude y'all know missed 44% of their career but still got paid? What dude y'all know? Who y'all know missed 44% of their career and still collected checks from that, bro? This is an absolute scam. Kawhi Leonard ought to be ashamed of himself, bro. And I'm telling y'all, bro, that man played almost every game, back-to-backs and everything when he didn't have his money last year. Now, all of a sudden, soon as he got his money, back to bust mode. But everybody was mad at me. I seen this years ago. And y'all all know who was subscribed to my channel. I called this out many years ago. I called this out. But people didn't want to hear me. They said I was hating on the Clippers. I was hating on Kawhi. I'm capping this, that, and the third. Ain't nobody gonna keep the same energy. Out of all them people that was talking down on me, they don't keep the same energy, man. This dude's career is over with. If I'm the Clippers, bro, I will file a grievance. And to people who say he should have stayed in Toronto, no, he should not have. He would have did the same thing to Toronto. The man do the same thing to everybody, bro. He would have did the same thing to the Toronto Raptors. If y'all remember, he barely made it through that finals. So he would have did the same thing to Toronto.
That's when everything started. That's when all the low management started. If y'all don't remember, that playoff run, as great as Kawhi was, and this is why we say one leg, because he literally was looking like he was on one leg out there. He was literally limping around. I recall one of my close friends, I played ball with in college. He's from Toronto. He was telling me the same thing. He said Kawhi Leonard was literally limping around, bro, in that Philly series and that Milwaukee series. And he just willed it out. Now, I want to take it back to what Ticket said something about that kind of caught my eye. He said that Kawhi Leonard has been able to get paid as if he's a full-time player. And one thing about, like I said, Ticket has always been consistent. He's never switched up. And I don't care if I agree with you or not. If you don't switch up and you stay on your stance, I'm gonna give you your props at some point. Whether I agree or disagree. There's a number of stuff I disagree with him. And there's some stuff I agree with him on this. One thing I agree with is that when you have a person or a player that gets paid as if he's a full-time player, but he's missed damn near half the time, that's a problem. This is what I'll say. And this goes back to a lot of people who are just always gonna never give, I won't even say Kawhi any blame, but never be honest and tell what the situation is. Y'all have jobs that y'all go to every day. Y'all got to get up in the morning at 7, 6, some of y'all 6, 7 in the morning. Work 8, 10-hour shifts to provide for y'all family. Or else that you guys don't get the rent paid, food on the table, clothes on your back. If you have kids, you got to take care of them as well. You go to that job sick, hurt, hungry, most of y'all, because y'all know if y'all don't, y'all ain't going to get that check. But you guys go because it's not guaranteed, and it's not guaranteed unless you go to work to get paid. So you go in there sick, and you say, I got to make this bread, I got to make this money, no matter how you feel, because if you don't get that, it could be, losing, part of your mortgage or your rent, like your food, like you feel like you already think that you're not going to be able to go. So you go to work. If you miss a number of days, the company do not give a damn about how you feel. You're holding the company up. I've been consistently telling y'all for 4 years straight. The reason why we have not won a championship because this man has not been on the court. That's it. That's all. It's not his fault that he gets hurt at the wrong times. But y'all leave it there. Y'all don't even y'all don't say, well, he is the main reason. Don't put it on his teammates. Don't put it on his coaches. Don't put it on Kawhi Leonard's injuries, why we have not won a championship for 4 years straight. But if you get the opportunity to get paid and get guaranteed contract, or if you have a job that you get like what they call salary, oh, well, I ain't feeling like going in. I'm going to still get my money. I'm going to still get my bread. You're going to feel, okay, well, I don't feel like coming in today, because nobody wants to work, bro. You work to survive. Nobody goes into life wanting to work. We work to stop working, not keep working. People would love to just have guaranteed money in their bank and not have to, either work for it or work less for it. You want to enjoy life. So if I got an opportunity to get guaranteed money and not have to go into work, and I can take some time off until like the playoffs when it really counts, then yeah, I'll probably do that. I said it before. I think they paid Kawhi Leonard too soon. For a month. That's why I said the Clippers, they have to take on this on the head. They cannot do that. Y'all made that decision. But Kawhi did not sit out after he got his money. He kept playing. I'm just talking about the human nature. The thing is that yes, it's not his fault, but when is it going to be that your injuries are holding the team back because they can't get where they need to go? When is that conversation going to be had? Not, oh, it's not his fault. Yeah, we know that, but it still is. The situation is the situation. You have to state what's going on. You keep saying it's not his fault. It's still trying to you're still trying to take the blame from where it needs to be blamed at, which is his injuries. And you still keep him on the team. You still give him a long leash. Yeah, vice versa. You keep investing into something that is not giving you back your investment. So what does that make you? It makes you a damn idiot, or it makes you basically a person that keeps on living in delusion over and over and over. And the only reason you do that is because you love Kawhi Leonard, A, or B, you still think that he's gonna at one point have the actual season where he's healthy and finishes the postseason. And I said it before. I said no one should be going into this season giving him the benefit of the doubt. You should just sit back and watch. Just sit back and watch the whole year. Don't say shit. Just watch the season and watch the postseason, because we do not know what's going to happen. Kawhi don't even know what's going to happen, but he's going to give it a go until he can't no more, and that's the bottom line. But I'm gonna let Ticket continue, and then we'll be finishing up here pretty soon.
I don't know why people are tripping. This dude is the worst thing that ever happened to professional basketball. So for y'all to say, hey, man, he should have stayed in Toronto. No, Toronto dodged a bullet by not keeping this guy. They dodged a major bullet because you probably wouldn't have been able to have no good growth. You'd have been stuck up, paid this dude all the money. You understand what I'm saying? He'd have strung you along, and you'd have been in trouble because you'd have got nothing out of this guy. Think about this, y'all. What if you got paid full time from your job and you only had to go 55% of the time, but they paid you for 100% of the time? That's
a lot of y'all niggas wouldn't go in. Be honest. If you got paid 100% of the time and you only have to go 45%, a lot of you niggas wouldn't be going into work. That's human nature, bro. Why would I keep going into work if I'm already gonna get paid? What's the reason you go to work? To get paid. So if I'm already getting my money guaranteed and I would like to have a few days off, why would I keep going into work? That don't make no sense. Unless if you're an honorable person, that's something different. But most times than not, human nature is gonna kick in. Oh, I don't feel like going in today. I'm a little. I have a 99.5 temperature. It's not over 100, but it's close to it. Hey boss, I don't feel like going in today. I'm just gonna sit out. Okay, your check will be in there. I'm like, all right, cool. Your ass is out. You know what I'm saying, at the bar, at the shop, or what I'm saying, doing what you want to do, living your life. We've all done it. But if you get a chance to get paid guaranteed millions, 82 game season, yeah, it's a chance that I feel like playing. I'm sore today. So yeah, Ticket's right. I mean, if y'all got paid 100% of the time for 45%, I mean, come on, man.
That's what's going on with him and the Clippers, bro. This dude run the greatest play on the Clippers in the history of professional basketball, bro. And the owner of the Clippers got to be looking at himself like, bro, this is crazy. Like, I paid this dude all this money. They put him on the flyers. The people was buying season tickets at the new arena thinking they going to see Kawhi, talking crazy about Paul George. And now they got egg all over their face because Kawhi is out indefinitely. Paul George going to be back. So you always pick the lesser of two evils. If Paul George is going to give you more on the court and he's actually going to be out there, you roll with Paul George. You roll with Paul, but nope. What did Clipper fans do? Talk down on Paul George like a dog? Listen to Kawhi sit up there running his rabbit ass mouth talking about he ain't seen no improvement before the preseason started. What you mean you ain't seen no improvement? Negro, you ain't been on the court. How you going to see improvement and you ain't been on the court? He's trash, man. He's the worst thing ever for the league. And if the Clippers got any sense, they'll file a grievance with the NBA and try to get an amnesty if they can for his contract. I don't know if that's still in place, but they should amnesty this dude's contract, bro. He's done, bro. This dude is going to do this for the rest of his career, bro. And the only people that's going to suffer is the true Clipper fans, the people who paid money to support this dude. To me, this dude shouldn't even qualify as a Hall of Famer, bro. He should, man. I don't think no dude who is part-time should get a Hall of Fame nod. No part-timers. I ain't giving no part-time ninjas no Hall of Fame nod. I'm just not doing it. I don't care what nobody say. I'm not doing it, bro. And see, everybody, I'm going to tell y'all something. It's funny how all these niggas be going against me. Niggas I was be cool with. Everybody go against me when they think I'm wrong. But when it's all said and done, we going to see what's what. Holla at Ticket. I be in the cut, nigga. Because I be right. And sometimes that shit take a couple little while to display itself. But when I'm on it, I know I'm on it, dog. And I know I was on this, bro. And when I feel like I got that feeling in my spirit that I'm right, I knew I was right, bro. And I took a beating for that, bro. Because dude said I was hating when I knew I was keeping it real, bro. Now you tell me, What dude you know that don't got his money, got an extensive injury history, but play every game? Think about this, y'all. You play every game while you ain't got your money. The day you get your money, then you start load managing again, and then you don't even play but in the playoffs, really. Think about that. Think about that. If the Clippers would have never paid Kawhi, Kawhi would have still been playing. He would have still been playing. Oh, Herm, I already know. He'd have still been playing. Y'all smash the light button. He'd have still been playing. But this is the dude, they call this dude the Dondada, respected this dude, all this. And I told y'all, I read this dude 5 years ago. And I'm talking about, bro, I took some serious arrows online. Dudes calling me a hater, I'm a turn, all this other stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm right. Everybody got to bow down and kiss the ring, man. I'm trying to tell y'all this, bro. I'm trying to tell, don't try to be on the wrong side of history, man. Don't try to be on the wrong side of, because I'm going to be on the right side of history because I know what I'm talking about, man. I don't get on something if I don't know what I'm talking about, bro. That's just the type of person I've always been, bro. When y'all hear me, like, really dig into something, bro, I don't get in like that. I don't go on something if I don't know I'm right about something, bro. Or if I ain't got that real feeling that I'm right about it, bro. Because I won't do that. But with this stuff with Kawhi, I knew what it was, bro. I already read this dude, bro. This dude was sitting up in the skybox. Listen to all his teammates talking about how he had his own locker room. He was doing all this diva shit, calling off practices and stuff. Then you come out this season criticizing your teammates, talking about some, I ain't see no improvement. Nigga, you ain't on the court. How can you talk about?
Yeah, made a video about that too. I told y'all about this team, bro. I said it's going to be harder, not easier for Kawhi Leonard. That's why I didn't understand what the hell everybody was talking about. What we got this year, we're gonna do this, that, and the other, bro. The players that we picked up were players that we had to because of the pieces that we lost. That helped us get on that 26-5 run. That helped us get on that 31-8 run. That helped us get those championship aspiration talks. A lot of people were even saying last year, who were not non-Clipper fans, the Clippers are going to get to the finals. This was our year. You traded away key pieces, and you had to get something back. We lost 4 guys, and we gained 5. But 2 of those guys were worth multiple players that we got. Paul George and Russell Westbrook were Paul George was probably worth 2 to 3 of the players that we got, and then Russell Westbrook is worth 1 or 2 of the players that we got. We lost also a couple other pieces. We lost Daniel Tyson, Mason Plumlee, which I thought Daniel Tyson did a standard job for us, but I think he did at times was a little bit too small for the position. And you got Mason Plumlee, who wasn't really the same after that injury happened early in the season. So, we did lose some pieces last year, but yeah, that's simply what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what all that was about, how we got this, we got that. Now I know that we have won, we're 4-1 in the preseason, but it's a preseason where we're not playing the top competition. We beat the Brooklyn Nets, obviously. Well, actually, no. The Brooklyn Nets, when we faced them, we let them come back in this first half against the starters in the second team, which we're going to have to do in the season, play against the season. And then the third stringers came in and then, beat their third stringers. So I don't count that as a win. We beat the Portland Trailblazers, who's the worst team in the Western Conference. And then last night, we beat the Dallas Mavericks, who also, didn't have Luka Kyrie on the court. And then we beat the Sacramento Kings last night, which was, to me, the best win that we had, if you want me to be honest. That was the best win that we had, so I was very, very pleased with that win. But the teams that we're about to get, going into the first 10 games of the season, you go check out that schedule. That's going to be, we have to, get our measuring stick. And that's what Kawhi Leonard has been waiting for. He's going to be waiting to see how this team responds against this competition. That's why he's taking his time with this injury. So I'm gonna let Ticket continue.
Talk about anything. You don't even be on the court. You're a part-time player. Your team, all them years, Paul George was taking all that criticism, fighting during the regular season to get back from injury, fighting in the playoffs to try to help you get to the finals so you can come back and they can award you the finals MVP. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, man. And people should not feel right about that. That shit should not sit right in people's souls. That shit went down like that, bro. It should not, man. It should not sit right in people's souls that this whole play went down like this. And I sat up here and told everybody, and everybody tried to go against me when I said it. Talking about I'm a hater, whispering, you know what I'm saying, backbiting on a nigga, man. I'm keeping that shit 100%, dog. Now, and I don't want to hear about, oh, he got some real, no, nigga. Because when that nigga ain't have his money, he played. When Kawhi Leonard didn't have his money, he played damn near every game. Make it make sense. Make it make sense, dog. So all of a sudden, as soon as he, go look, y'all, as soon as this man signed his contract last year, that nigga stopped playing all the games. That nigga load managed and he shut it down. Period. As soon as he signed the contract, that nigga had played, and I told people before the season, and niggas thought I was capping. Go back and look at my videos, y'all. I said before the season last year, I said, yo, watch what Kawhi gonna do. I said, bro, that nigga gonna play damn near every game until he get his contract. Niggas like, oh, no, chicken, you hate, man. That nigga really hurt. I said, man, watch, man. I know how these niggas do, man. I've been around the block, nigga. I know how these niggas get down, man. And look what happened. That nigga he played damn near every game, y'all. Every game. And as soon as he got his paycheck, that he shut it down, bro. He shut it down. And then this was the biggest slap in the face. The biggest slap in the face is when he tried to go play for the Olympics. You didn't even play in the playoffs for your team, but you tried to go play in the Olympics. Bro, make that shit make sense, my G.
Yeah, that's something I thought was a little bit weird too. I want to revisit something real quick if I let Ticket continue. Now, like I said, Shams reported this a few weeks ago that Kawhi had a procedure this past offseason. So come here and hit this like button. And basically the procedure, it was not actually detailed. As Ticket relayed earlier in the show, Kawhi Leonard is very private with what's going on. We all know that. It's not secret. It's not breaking news. But there was a procedure that was done this offseason. It was before Team USA in July. And if you guys didn't see, Kawhi Leonard was in Vegas trying to play for Team USA. Now, I want y'all to hear something from our GM, Lawrence Frank, when he spoke about what happened with Team USA and how, basically they pulled him out, because we actually seen the clip or the Team USA pull Kawhi Leonard out of, the Olympics. He practiced in Vegas and he was, scheduled to play. And about a day or two before the game started in Vegas, the exhibition game against Canada, it was announced that he was going to be pulled out from Team USA. And nobody could figure out why. But I want y'all to hear what Lawrence Frank said. What is the reaction when they pull Kawhi Leonard out of Team USA? Because it's very, very interesting what he said in a nutshell. I'm going to let y'all hear. Here we go.
Kawhi, did he have any way with the inflammation in his knee or anything else in his knee for USA to kind of move in a different direction?
No, it was USAB's call, and I was, quite frankly, very disappointed with the decision. Kawhi wanted to play. We wanted him to play. I was there the first two practices. He looked very good. Participated, was a full participant in everything that they did. I wasn't there for the third practice, where ultimately that was the point where they decided to go in a different direction. I expressed to them, I really wish that they would have given Kawhi more time. We have the benefit of having been around Kawhi for 5 years to see his body and see where he's at. He looked good to me. I know all the sacrifices he made in order to make this commitment to the Olympics. So it was very disappointing. Now, with that being said, I understand from USAB's perspective that they have to look what they feel is in the best interest of the team, despite what I think. They're also managing some other players who are dealing with injuries. So I understand that they have to do what's best. But, we were really disappointed, for Kawhi. And this is something we really wanted for him. But with that being said, now I think you have to move forward. We support USAB, desperately want to see them win the gold medal. I know that's how Kawhi feels too, despite really wanting to play. He's there for his guys and wish them the best. And obviously just, with T. Lou and Jeff there too, it's want those guys to have the best experience.
So Minute and 40 seconds. Y'all come here, hit this like, but I know it's a little longer. But like I said, we're getting everything out. Y'all sit back and enjoy. Y'all sit back and enjoy. That's GM Lawrence Frank speaking about in the summertime back in July with the decision of the Team USA pulling him from the Olympics. Now, first off, and not to get too far, what Ticket said, he said you can play for the Olympics, but you cannot play with the team. Well, it seems as if Kawhi wanted to really get an opportunity to get a gold medal. Off of his resume, that's one thing that's not on his resume is a gold medal. And if you look at players in his era that he played against, guys like Steph Curry, guys like Kevin Durant, guys like LeBron James, guys like James Harden, I think he even played. Like all these dudes played and they got gold medals, right? So, if you don't get that chance and opportunity, it's kind of like a mark that you look at a lot of, even some of the greats, Kobe, Jordan, Barkley, Ewing, the Dream Team, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, John Stockton, all these great players got a chance to, play, in the Olympics. It's a very, very it's a very, very, sacred experience. So every great player wants to experience that. And Kawhi wanted his taste of it. He definitely wanted to go. That's definitely, pretty much, y'all, as y'all can see. He wanted the Clippers to allow him, give him his blessing to go to the Olympics. They tried it out. Lawrence Frank is sitting there and saying the first two practices he looked very good. And he said he was disappointed that they pulled him out and they wanted him to get more time. Now, this is the same team that's called overcautious when it comes to Kawhi Leonard and his injuries. Even in the postseason, they're very cautious about it. So now that you fast forward now, and you say, well, okay, he hasn't been healthy all this time. He hasn't played in an actual game since April of this past year, which was literally about 6-7 months ago. Now that you look at it now, what in the world can you say? What in the world can you sit up here and say like he's been doing at a period of time where he's not ready on the court? He didn't play in the Olympics. He's not doing. And then you say that he's actually dealing with fluids. He still hasn't got all the swelling down. So he wasn't all the way healthy going into the Olympics. That's what you're telling me. That don't sound like you taking the best interest of Kawhi. Oh, he wanted to gold medal? Well, you guys said in the past, we're trying to protect him from himself, so we're not gonna let him go out there. And I think that's where Ticket gets his frustration from, because he's like, you are going to go out there and play for the Olympics, a team that doesn't even pay you, but you're not going to deal with the pay. You're not going to play for the team that doesn't pay you millions of dollars to take care of you and your family. That's where his discretion comes from. See, Tick is an old school type of player, and he also explained this in the video. He's used to seeing them guys play double headers, triple headers, 2-3 games in a row, staying in shape and throughout the regular season and the postseason. Like, he don't believe in this whole, taking time off and getting still, rewarded for it. He don't believe in that. And I can understand that. It don't really sit well with me either that you would go out there and play for the Olympics when you haven't fulfilled your destiny with the Clippers. And other people have had to suffer for that. So I get Kawhi's initial makeup that he wanted to go out there, but dog, like you still owe the Clippers a lot on the table. They won a championship. We won a championship like the Spurs, like the Raptors. We won a championship too. And since they reward you with that money, that should be his number one goal. But again, the organization, Lawrence Frank, y'all signed off on this, but it doesn't look like you being honest about something, because if you're telling me now that the swelling is going all the way down, that's telling me that he wasn't fully healthy in those Olympics. So I'm gonna come back to that later, but I want y'all to finish hearing the last part of what Tiki had to say, and then we'll be done.
And they ain't gonna get mad at me for keeping that shit real on a regular basis. And I'll be right. And then niggas have to go back and talk all it. But niggas have to go back and say, hey, man, you know what? I got to get the ticket. But nigga, it shouldn't even have to get to that. It shouldn't even have to get to that. You understand what I'm saying? And that's all I'm saying, bro. I seen the whole play. I can never respect a dude like Kawhi Leonard, bro. That man did that to that organization. He knew what he was doing. And I don't want to hear Uncle Dennis trying to make phone calls, trying to run down on people. Don't nobody want to hear that, bro. We're not going for that. We're not going for that Uncle Dennis stuff, man. That don't work around here, bro. That Uncle Dennis stuff, that don't work around here, Playboy. So y'all can take that Uncle Dennis stuff somewhere else. Because, you know, his uncle going to be running around trying to call people, trying to clean this shit up. He ain't going to be able to clean this up. His uncle's not going to be able to clean this up, dog. And I hope y'all know that, too. His uncle is not going to be able to clean this mess up. This mess that Kawhi left right here, Uncle Dennis ain't going to be able to run around and do all his back talking and clean this up. Them dudes got their money and they hightail. And listen, they're going to do this for the next 4 years. They're on that contract. They got 4 years that they're going to play this play. 4 years, y'all. 4 years they get to play this play, y'all. Think about this. You get to run a play for 4 years and get another check. And by that time, Kawhi is what, 37 years old? His career over with. He got all his money. He got all his money. But them people was demonizing Paul George. Think about how they talked about Paul George like a dog, man. They talked about Paul George like he was nothing, like he's a dog, and this man ain't even gonna be in the court. And check this out, y'all. I did a video yesterday on my other channel. I had to block some people because that nigga had nerve to come on my channel running their mouth, bro. They had nerve to come on my channel running their mouth. Nigga had nerve, man. They had nerve to come on my channel running their motherfucking mouth. I said, bro, if y'all niggas don't get the hell out my face, man, I don't already told them, man. Y'all niggas come to my channel, man, messing with me, man. And go look at my other channel. I had to block some dudes because they came in there. Oh, here you go hating on Kawhi again, man. We gonna be all right, man. He just they held him out of practice ticket. That's the coach making him not practice. That's what they told me yesterday. Them nigga came to me talking that yesterday. Yeah, man, the coach made him not practice ticket. You hating, man. It ain't Kawhi. It's the coach that made him not practice. The coach holding him out. Y'all some cappers, bruh. And delusional, man. And when I stand on business, everybody get mad. When I stand on business, they get mad at me, bruh. Because I know what I be talking about, man. I ain't new to this. I'm true to this shit, bruh. In every way, shape, and form, my nigga. If you ain't never spent a day with me, you won't know. You won't know. So when I stand on something, dog, I'm standing on it for a fact. That's sad what he did to the organization, man. He tore that organization down, bro. Straight up, man. And he gonna sit up there talking about something. I ain't seen no improvement before the preseason. Are you crazy? You ain't even on the court. You ain't even on the court. Hey, look at him. He talking about ain't PG hurt already. PG coming back. They already announced that. That's the thing about PG. He coming back. PG, every time PG got hurt, he always fought to come back. That's the one thing you always got to respect about Paul George. Whenever Paul George got hurt, Paul George always fought to come back, bro. They can't never take that away from Paul George.
Yeah. That's a fact. See, my thing is, I just ask everybody to be honest. Whether you love a player, whether you hate a player, whether you like a player, whether you dislike a player, whether you don't like how he plays, whether you don't like how it is, whatever it is, just be honest. Ticket just said it for you, and he said it a few times in the video. A lot of y'all were talking crazy about Paul George this whole fucking offseason. A lot of y'all were blaming him because the same organization y'all say has lied to his face and tried to hold back his money when he deserved it. Played through injuries and always came back. He came back The year he tore his UCL in 2022, he played 31 games. He got us in the play-in. In 2024, this year he played 74 games, played the most games on the team. He came back remember the first year he came? He had both of his shoulders. He had to have shoulder surgery. He came back in the first month. He didn't waste time. He got back on the court. The only time he didn't play was in 2023, and he actually spoke about that detail in his podcast. He said for him to come back at the time, y'all were seeing what he was doing with the bleachers and running and stuff like that, but he didn't look the same. He wasn't looking the same in, things behind the scenes. If, cutting and playing, he wasn't going to be an asset to the squad. So he wasn't going to play. That's the only time he didn't play. But all those other examples I just named, Paul George is going to be on the court. If he ain't on the court, something happened. Y'all seen it with your eyes. With his knee buckling, whether it be Kim carried off the court, on a cart, on a stretcher, you see it visibly with your eyes what's going on with PG. And this idiotic nonsense from some of y'all that keep saying that he's been hurt as much as Kawhi. Y'all sitting here, y'all are exploiting just how big of Kawhi fans that y'all are. Not even fans, because to be honest with you, if you really cared about Kawhi, you would tell him the truth. If you really looked at Kawhi as your guy, you love watching him, you love playing, you love cheering, you would be honest. To sit here and say that PG has missed more time than Kawhi is a fucking lie. That he's more injured, that he just is fucking delusional and idiotic. Kawhi has missed the last 4 postseasons, has not finished. From 2021 to 2024, has not finished a postseason. But y'all, the same ones will walk around saying that he has a degenerative knee, but then turn around because you hate Paul George or whatever weird reason you have and say that he's as injury prone as him. So which one is it? Does Kawhi have a degenerate knee and he can't play as much, or he doesn't have a degenerate knee and Paul George just as hurt as him? Paul George has played 10 more playoff games than Kawhi Leonard in the Clippers career. 10 more playoff games. That's a good amount of games more in the postseason. Regular season, Kawhi Leonard's played 229 games in the regular season. Paul George played 263 games. The amount of games he's played is more, and the important moments he's been on the floor, he's only missed 1 postseason. Kawhi's missed 4. That is not the same. But a lot of y'all were talking shit the whole year, whole offseason. Trade Paul George, remove him from the team. He don't need to be here. That's how sunk in we have gotten with this, because the frustration when you don't want to put it on somebody or something, you go to everybody else. You go to the organization, you go to his teammates, you go to his coach, you go to the fans, you go to every single else to the point where you say, well, it ain't his fault. What was it? Was it Paul George's fault that he had to carry the team for 4 years because our man guy that we brought, who we paid the more money to, can't be on the court? Was it his fault that he had to carry the load? And my thing is, if you're going to carry the load, don't you think you need to pay him the most money or pay him at least around the same amount? But no, this dumbass front office thought it would be a good idea to keep his money from getting paid. And that's on his fucking mind throughout the whole regular season. And then people can see his body shifting, his body moving, his body changing, because it's like, well, damn, all the stuff that I've been doing for y'all, and y'all gonna sit up here and not even reward me my money. Y'all want to shortchange me? And a lot of y'all will feel the same exact fucking way. If you guys go to y'all regular jobs and you guys don't get paid what y'all feel like y'all ought to get paid, y'all go and complain to y'all wives, y'all girlfriends, y'all kids, talking about, oh, they don't appreciate me at my job. Y'all niggas do the exact same thing. So I'm gonna go over here and get this $12 million over here in Philadelphia. Because when you get paid and when you get treated right, bro, you're going to work harder for you. And that's another thing me and Chad talked about, bro. When you have a coach or you have a team that appreciates you, bro, you can't do nothing but play harder for them. It's just human nature. If you feel like somebody, if you have your trust, or if you have their trust in them, you're going to go out on a limb with them. You're going to run through a wall with them. That's just how it is, bro. And Tick is right. Paul George is going to be back. There is no cloud. Like, he is going to be back on the court. It probably will. I don't know if it'll be open night, but he's going to be back on the court. He's not sitting now. He wants to play. He's going to be out there. While we're sitting here wondering when Kawhi Leonard's going to be on the court. But I'm going to let y'all hear the last part of it, and then we'll be done.
He always fought to come back and play. Kawhi didn't. Kawhi took his dear time. That man ran the whole organization. Look how Kawhi played all his injuries, man. He took extra time and more. Got all them checks cut to him. And I promise y'all this. If they told that man, if they did not pay Kawhi, bro, I promise y'all he'd be playing every game. He'd be playing every game. And then here's the thing about Kawhi, too, that y'all should notice. Notice how when Kawhi gets back and is playing, notice how they say he hurt. He come back, that nigga don't have no knee brace on, no nothing, come out yamming on dudes. Kawhi coming out doing all-American, all-world dunks. Come on, man. Cut it out, man. Stop playing with me, man. Like I told y'all before, man, I seen this type of stuff, bro. When he go out, he come back all-world, slam dunks, poster dunks, all this stuff. Where that come from if your knee is that bad? If your knee is that bad, how you come back with no knee braces on, just yamming on dudes all over the place? Make it make sense. Watch Kawhi. Watch how he play, bro. So I don't want to hear that, bro. His knee's supposed to be so bad, but he ain't got no knee brace on, no knee protection on, nothing. He just out here yamming on everybody, y'all. Just doing all kind of crazy dunks in the game. So don't nobody want to hear that, man. Like I said before, bro. I'm finna smash all these clowns that was coming at me.
Oh man, slow down, big dog. Slow down, big dog. We hear you. I hear you. Don't need to get all excited, bro. But yeah, man, Ticket. I mean, like I said, bro, Ticket he's been consistent, and as y'all heard, 4 or 5 years. Like I said, I met this dude on Kawhi. I called into his show 2.5 years ago, I think, and gave him a piece of my mind about him attacking Kawhi, because that's what I felt like he was doing. And he never changed his stance. He continuously stayed consistent. And a lot of people were going at him. A lot of people, including myself, were going at Ticket for the shit he was saying. Now I'm not saying at all Kawhi is faking it. Don't get it twisted. Kawhi is not faking this at all. But he said it for, like, when a guy has a degenerative knee, he's not doing all that dunking and running and all that. He's not doing none of that. And that's why I say this whole theory that he has a degenerative knee, it didn't come from Kawhi's camp. It came from a narrative that's been built because of people think because he has an injury that equals degenerative. Guys, degenerative is arthritis in your knee. Your knees is not, you can't control. You have no choice, and it's going to show in your play. Whether I don't care how strong mentally you are, if you have an arthritis, your body cannot go no more. When Kobe Bryant tore his Achilles, after that, he was no longer the same player 3 years after that. He couldn't go. When Larry Bird's back gave out, he could not go. And this ain't even injury. Magic Johnson caught HIV. He couldn't go. He couldn't go. He couldn't get no, that's not funny. That's bad. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say that. But what I'm saying is there's certain outside pillars that you cannot control. And when you have a degenerative knee, that's something that you just don't say, well, I'm just going to come back and play when I want to play. And it's like he don't stop walking around saying he has a degenerative knee, bro. Stop doing that. It hasn't been reported. Nobody done said it. His campaign came out, and you don't see it in Kawhi Leonard's play. So therefore, you have to chalk it up and say, well, he just had unfortunate injuries like an ACL or meniscus tear. Anybody would have to have a surgery and leave it at that. But what I want to come out and tell y'all is I'm not surprised that Kawhi Leonard will not be there for season opener. I said this, and a number of people, shout out to Bruce and the Realist for also saying it too, that he won't be ready for opening night. Bruce actually took it a step further, said he won't even be ready for the whole entire till December. And that's starting to look more and more like a possibility because the way they're talking is they're not rushing it. Kawhi's not rushing it. And usually when that means he's not rushing it, means he's taking his sweet time. But also while he's training, he's also watching how the team looks. If this team is not worth coming back, he's probably not gonna force himself outside to play. That's why you've kind of heard some of the things that he's been saying. Well, nobody's really impressed him, and they're taking things slow. His knee looks good, but like that's why they're doing all this. That's why he's saying the pun words, because he needs to see what this team looks like. They look good in preseason. Let's see what they look in the regular season when the teams are fully at full strength. But that's all I have to say about that, man. As y'all continue to make sure I hit that like button. I wanted to come out here. This is probably the longest video I've made pre-recorded, but yeah, that explains everything. Until next time, pull up a seat, pull up a chair, pull up. Peace. Out of here like swim well.
I've been all around the world, Japan to Amsterdam. Meals nutritious, lifestyle was vicious, yeah. While these out here tried to hate mine, yet I still stood tall on the main line. Two-step, throwing up their gang sign. Rolling around the city, big chain, but he ain't signed. Y'all fake tough, little puffs to my canines. Don't forget cracking at them hit boy parties. Probably had your girl naked at them hit boy parties. Big chains, big flexing at them hit boy parties. Nobody trip, cause they knew I had that big boy on me. Yeah, gang of fast living, addicted to cash getting. Disrespected to getting the ass whipped. Don't call yourself a baller unless your whole clan get. Plan you got you ain't working, then you need to plan different.
This on west side over everything. Yeah, this on west side over everything. Yeah, this on west side over everything. Yeah, this on west side over everything.
Yeah, no need for blocks out. Baby got her box out. Just dropped her man, now she looking for that knockout. He did her wrong, then he tried to shame, baby. She was trying to bounce back, so I don't blame, baby. Cause it kick her up, one time fuck her up. A true big homie, I don't hear his name enough. Went through the real movie while y'all snowed on the bluff. Gotta give it up, big homie did his stuff. Now it's all about the bag play. Been around more smoke than an ashtray. Right cheek, left cheek, let her ass shake. On God, I'm 100 till my last day. West side, east side, yeah, I'm both for that. No talking, take off, bro, I'm known for that. 50 M's on the scales, yeah, I'm close to that. Yeah, you on the same mission, yeah, I'm hoping that. Make the money overlap.
West side over everything. Yeah, this on west side over everything. Hey, it's on west side over everything. Yeah, this on west
thing. Throw it up. Throw it up.
Throw it up.
Throw it up.
Throw it up.
Throw it up.
Throw it up.
Throw it up. Yeah, that's too hard. Hey, homies. Yeah. 3-2-3s. 2-1-3s. 3-1-0s. 4-2-4s. Hey, 8-1-8s. Yeah. What we missing? 5-6 toes, I see. Hey, yeah. Give it up. Hey, give it up. Hey, give it up. Battle Cat. Holla. That nigga Dom Kennedy. Yeah. Gotta love that. Yeah. Corrupt. We love you too.